Hello and welcome to our latest video summary of the week's news carried on Estate Agent Today and Letting Agent Today. It's been a busy week with the biggest story being research conducted by Estate Agent Today into the typical fees for estate agents across the world to see how our agents in the UK compared. It's notoriously difficult to compare fees. Some countries have buyers as well as sellers paying estate agents, others have much more bargaining than exists in the UK. And in different countries, agents are expected to provide different levels of service. We looked at sole agency fees. In the UK, the typical agency fee will vary from 1% to 2.5%. That compares extremely well with other countries. Of the 20 we analysed, only Russia and the United Arab Emirates even came close. The rest were well above. For example, Canada was 3.5%, France was up to 6%, and South Africa was between 4 and 8%. You get the picture. Despite popular perception, the UK's estate agents represent good value based on international comparison. These figures do not include online agents, which obviously claim to have lower fees. And talking of online agents, several were in the news this week. The Little House Company, which for some years has been a for sale by owner website, is to relaunch as a much more estate agent-friendly site. It has not unveiled its service yet, but promises to bring together estate agents and private sellers by encouraging both to advertise on the site. Meanwhile, EstatesDirect.com, an online business which employs real agents in the field to visit clients, has secured approaching £1 million in its latest bid for investment through a crowdfunding website. It's not the only agency going down this route. Rental business letting supermarket.com is doing the same thing, attempting to get £250,000 to beef up its agency service. Things seem to be settling down on the subject of portal wars with just a few skirmishes this week. Sarah Beeny, who runs her own online agency Tepelo, went on record for the first time criticising OnTheMarket. She says it's not saving the customer money or giving them a better service, and is instead just a way of some estate agents saving money and making larger profits. Rightmove, which has been quietly getting on with being a portal while others have been arguing, announced it was giving its staff almost £1 million in free shares as a thank you for the work they've been doing to make it the country's leading property website. In the letting sector, there has been some surprising news from a survey of landlords. The results suggest a typical landlord now puts down a deposit of £100,000 on a new investment property. This jaw-dropping sum has become the norm because firstly, mortgage lenders want large deposits, but secondly, giving such a down payment, landlords can enjoy reduced interest rates on buy-to-let mortgages. The properties themselves are not outrageously expensive. The typical new buy-to-let purchase by a landlord costs £230,000. But one landlord body says such purchases may become pretty rare in the next few months as investors become nervous ahead of the general election. The Residential Landlords Association says issues like landlord licensing and new laws to make it difficult to evict genuinely bad tenants are making the life of a landlord more difficult. But this same group has come up with a novel idea ahead of the general election. The suggestion that landlords should be exempted from capital gains tax if they sell to investment home at first-time buyers. The RLA says this will, on the one hand, give landlords an incentive to sell their home and boost housing stock, and on the other hand, positively encourage a sale to a young owner-occupier. It sounds like a win-win, but surprise, surprise, no political party has so far given it the green light. And talking of lights, the spotlight this week shone on scores of estate and letting agents, as well as industry suppliers and online firms who featured in the annual ESTAs Awards shortlist. The ESTAs really are the Oscars of the agency world, and the winners will be announced by Phil Spencer at a big awards event in April. Many congratulations to those on the shortlist from everyone at Estate Agent Today and Letting Agent Today. That's it for now. We'll be shining a light on industry news every day next week, and then we'll be back with another video summary. Until then, see you next time.